Welcome to Go Mustang Sports. We take a look at the beginning of the 2013 season for the men's soccer program. I'm Dave McHugh, joined by head coach John Plevyak. And Coach, start off the season on a tear with the tournament here, 2-0, and then get a tie and then 2 losses. It's been a bit up and down, but it is soccer.
Yeah, and someone's described it as a beautiful game and as a cruel game. And we found out in 5 games it can be all of that. So great start to the season, took care of business at home. Undefeated after 3, and one of our goals this year is to be undefeated at home. So we got a great start, and then we went out on the road. We knew going up to the Poconos area was going to be thug ball. That's just the way they play up there. It's like no blood, no foul, and I wanted that challenge to get our young team more physical and to show them that they can bang without being called for fouls. And I was a little disappointed in the way that the games were played. I thought we had the better run of it. The statistics proved that we outshot them and more corner kicks and more scoring opportunities, but they had a whole lot more fouls than we did. Yeah. So I think it's them being used to playing that way and the refs reffing that way and our guys not adjusting to it, but it was a little disappointing to come home with those 2 losses, to say the least.
Let's circle back to the beginning of the season. In the first 3 games, 9-1, 9 goals against 1, and it started with a very impressive 3-0 win against LaRoche here at home.
Yeah, and LaRoche was a test that we wanted on purpose. We knew that they had a great ending last year and were returning 13 seniors, some big strong boys, so we thought it would be a very difficult opening game on purpose. We set that up, and I was a little surprised. I mean, we came out 15 seconds and score a goal.
It's pretty darn quick.
It's almost impossible to do when you think you got to kick it backwards first and then run between 10 people. It's pretty impressive. I think the all-time record in all of soccer is like 10.4 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I've never witnessed one that quick. So it got us off to a great start and set the tone for the tournament, allowed us to take care of business. I think LaRoche left their legs on the bus there for the first half, because the second half was very even in the kind of game that we thought, but by that time it was 3-0 us, and we had put them away.
Of course, the second game was a 6-1 win over Southern Vermont, but let's move on to the Neuman game, a tough 0-0 draw through double overtime. You guys had a lot of scoring opportunities in this game, especially in that second overtime. Your heart must have been in your throat, Coach, because in the last minute you had about 4 really good looks at the goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a credit to our conditioning. We were in better shape than they were. We knew that was going to be a tough game. Neuman is a very fine side. They were the last team to beat Messiah.
Yep.
They were 22 in the country last year, and we went up and beat them 3-1 in their home opener. So I thought they were coming in ready to get us, and they were. And they played very, very tough and a very scrappy team. But in overtime, I think our conditioning paid off, our will to win at home, and we just dominated. But just couldn't get that little ball and that big goal. I don't know how, but it just didn't happen.
And we're not even talking about overtime. If Kenneth Hersey, who had a good game to begin with, doesn't come up with a spectacular save with about 30 seconds left.
Yeah, KC has been really clutch there, because in the LaRoche game early on, after we had scored that initial goal and pretty much shocked them, they were trying to get their legs back, and he came up with a great one-on-one stop from close range to keep it at 1-0, and then we were able to pull away from him. And in that Neuman game, I think it was under 5 minutes when he came up huge on a one-on-one, and they scored that late, and they probably put it away. And so yeah, he's come up big for us already early in the season.
And of course, then you go out 2-0-1 up to the Poconos, as you point out. You take on Wilkes in the first game of the weekend. Yanni Sarioglo gets you a goal, puts you up 1-0 at halftime, but then Wilkes comes back. You mentioned the fouls, but was there anything else that was a significant factor in their 2-1 victory?
Well, we stress all the time that the second goal is the most important, and you've heard it said in soccer that 2-0 lead's the most dangerous, but I'll take that 2-0 lead anytime and start that way and let somebody get 3 on us. It doesn't happen. In fact, I was recollecting with the team that close to 600 games I've coached at the collegiate level, I can't count on one hand where one of our teams was winning 2-0 and lost the game. I mean, it just happens that infrequently. So we were up 1-0, pounding the nets, and had 3 golden opportunities to score, and we didn't, and that left them to hang around. They got a cheap deflection, gave them a little energy, and the second goal for them was legitimate. The kid hit a nice banger from 25. It was a pure quality goal, but we still had 10 minutes to come back, and in those 10 minutes we had 3 chances. 1 hit the goalpost and 2 beat the goalie and was cleared off the line. So sometimes it's just not meant to be, but the guys, we played hard, but the lesson there was if we get that second second goal, we probably put them away, and we didn't.
And to rub it in almost a little bit of an extra stinger, Marywood, you get up, you're really tied 1-1 at the half. You're right in the game, and then they score 2 goals in the second half to win 3-1. Kind of a little bit of a deja vu.
Yeah, that's a game of pure guts because everybody played a huge physical game in the heat the day before, and here we're coming back less than 24 hours to play again. And so it's a battle of wills, and they score, we come back and tie it just before the half, and now it's a 45-minute game of wills.
Yeah.
And we had a span there where they took 2 shots in 26 minutes, and we took 9, and both of theirs go in. So, and the second one was one of those fluky long throw in, bounced around the box a little bit, and toe poke, and we just, as we were trying our best to catch up, we pushed more people forward, and they had a breakaway against us to make it 3-1, and that was the game. So it was disappointing to say the least. They're much better than they used to be, and they play a very different brand of ball than we do, and it worked for them.
After a 2-0-1 start, you're now 2-2-1. You got one more game kind of in this starting stretch before you get a nice bit of a break, a small break of an extra, kind of a game off, as it were. Lancaster Bible comes to town. You're going to play them here at Mustang Stadium. How important is this game on varying different levels?
Extremely. I think one, to get our confidence back, get on the winning track. Then we have a week off. We had this whirlwind 5 games in 10 days, and now here we go again. So purposely we left out this Saturday so we can regroup. So we want to end this first 6 games on a winning note, get our confidence back. One of our goals is not to lose at home. If you win all your games at home, you make the playoffs. You have a guaranteed winning record. So after 3 games we're undefeated. So we want to keep that going here at home. But more importantly, I think what we've done, and I always do, is I split the season into 3 sections, and this one is the first 6 coming out of preseason. Who's in the mix? There's so many young kids that you got to put together so quick. Some other sports, say basketball, they get a month before they play anybody. Yeah. We get 10 days and we got to play somebody. And I got a boy from Italy, a boy from Maine, a boy from Long Island, kids from Jersey, and we're trying to put them all together with the older guys and mix them in. And it's almost impossible, and quite frankly it is, to say these are the guys you're going with after 1 game or 2 games. So we try to make the first 6 to get our mix and then get forward. So tomorrow will be the last day for all of that, and then I think we got a week to make sure we fine-tune it, and I think Goucher will be a very tough test coming up, and we'll be ready to go from there for the rest of the season.
So it'll be Stevenson versus Lancaster Bible, 7 o'clock on Wednesday night under the lights here at Mustang Stadium as the team looks for its 3rd win. He's Coach John Plevyak. I'm Dave McHugh for Go Mustang Sports.